Hello there and welcome to my stream. Today I'll be working in both Photoshop and Illustrator, probably starting with Photoshop so I can get my initial sketches down, then taking it into Illustrator to get those fine lines and pretty block fills. Kind of important for the screening process, which is what we're going to be doing eventually with all this. My illustration today will be a little portrait of the 8th dwarf, who is named Milady. And it's kind of a play on the idea that all of these dwarves are totally enamored with Snow White, who is never going to give them anything except a sisterly affection. So much like the fault of many miladies out there. So first thing I'm going to do is get my references together. I am looking for these guys right here. I want to do kind of a Disney-esque guy. And then he is going to have this guy's hat and his general smile and smarminess. I feel kind of bad for him. He looks like such a sweetheart, but, you know, not all guys get the girl. So hopefully he's got one now. I don't know. He's been on the internet a while now. Maybe he's, joined the gym, pumped himself up a little bit, kind of started his own thing. Who knows? That's not a big enough file, huh? All right, so I'm going to start a new file. I'm going to do this properly instead of just talking while I do whatever. 16 wide by 20 high, 300 res. The reason this is our specific size is because that is the size for the Woot Derby, which is what this essentially is going to be for. And the Woot Derby, for anybody who is unaware, is the twice weekly contest that happens at woot.com, owned by Amazon. And Woot gives you t-shirts from multitudes of designers all over the web, like myself. And the winner of the Derby gets $1,000 bonus, as well as $2 per shirt sold on the second day of sale. So if you are a designer or just a clever person who can come up with cool ideas, you can always do the Woot Derby. Join in. It's a really fun community of people who come up with funny, cute ideas. There's a lot of cats, coffee, bacon, any given number of things. Hopefully they'll appreciate my Disney reference. It's kind of funny too. This specific theme for the Derby this week is not Disney, and it's not the Seven Dwarfs or Snow White. It's actually public domain stories. So technically this is a little bit of a stretch because I am doing a Disney-esque style Seven Dwarf picture, but the Disney part is not in the public domain. The original story by the Brothers Grimm is in the domain, though. So I'm going to consider it kind of a stretch. But, we'll make it work. We will make it work. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is warm up a little bit. Do some fun little lines. Get my variable on. Fat lines, thin lines. La, 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 la. See what I can do there. Okay, feeling pretty good about that. I'm going to go ahead and leave my white back on just because it'll be nice to have. All right, Mr. Milady, you have a big chubby cheek. So I'm going to start kind of over here. Give him a big Disney-esque chubby cheek. I might kill that later. I don't know. I haven't decided. Pretty much we're just throwing stuff down and see what sticks. I'm not too familiar with the Disney style animation or illustration, so we're going to kind of wing it a little bit. I mean, I've drawn it in the past, but never to a large degree. It's always been kind of, like, oh, let's see if I can draw Mickey Mouse. And lo and behold, it's not that hard to draw Mickey Mouse. Now, other characters are quite a bit more complex. For instance, like Snow White. She's got kind of a very specific line quality and style to her. So I'm going to try and capture that feeling while not ripping it off completely. Let's see if I can kind of get that same feel. Now these dwarves, looking at them now, they've all got some similar things about them, like they have your typical cartoon eyes, which are like big arches. That's all kinds of crooked. The fun part about Photoshop, though, is I can fix it by just lassoing around it. I like polygonal lasso because I can get a little more precise. And I'm just going to move it over where it belongs. We don't want him looking too derpy now, do we? Zoom in just a little bit, make this easier. I'm probably gonna start over from scratch. Honestly, I'm treating this more like my warm-up because I definitely do not like where it's headed yet. But art is funny, sometimes you can not like it all the way up to the end, and then it's like, hey, this is pretty good. I don't think this will be one of those scenarios, but we'll give it a shot. It's kind of creepy already. But, he also has a beard because they're dwarves. So I am going to give him a short milady beard, though. The kind that poor little guys grow. He's got kind of a big ear. Can't really see the ears on the dwarves unless he's dopey. But that's all right. We're taking a little artistic license here. Trying to get just the right look for our milady. The poor basement dwelling neckbeard. I'd like to apologize right now to any neckbeards out there that might be watching. It's not your fault. Just, come out of the basement once in a while and stop worshiping these horrible women. Really want nothing to do with you. I mean, just, find somebody you like who likes you back. I know I make it sound so easy, but it's the moving on part that's hard, I think. It's very easy to become attached. And chicks do it too, I have seen it. I didn't like it at first, but I kind of like the way this is going now. Funny how that happens, isn't it? Just trying to lay out my face shape. Get some double chin action in there. And then the ever important fedora. That's going to be kind of hard for me because I have trouble drawing hats. Everybody's got their blind spot. This is definitely one of mine, is the old hat. So before I do anything else, I'm going to save my work because I'm starting to like where he's going. I'm going to go back into the right folder, mobile work, shirts, lady art. Save view. Part of my sip, I needed some coffee. Very important. All right, now I'm going to create a new layer for when I draw this hat because I don't trust myself to do it right and I don't want to screw up what I've already done. So I'm thinking about the shape of his head. It's kind of one of these. Not too far over, obviously. So if he were bald, it's kind of where his head would go. So let's bump that down just a touch, give it just a guide layer effect. Then I'm going to get the top of the hat here. And he's tipping it, of course, because that's what they do. And you can see the brim. And then the way it pops up. See, already I'm having to adjust because I didn't do it quite right. But that's all right. I'm just going to lay it out. No judgment in brainstorming or sketching. Right? Right. This needs to be a better angle. And then bring that back in. Get rid of this line, doesn't need to be there. Fix this hat protrusion here. And then it's got kind of a shadow there. We'll do that with shading later probably. Got to be careful with shading though on this kind of design because we are designing for silk screening. And silk screening requires solid objects without a gradient unless you are doing a halftone. Halftoning is a fun adventure. And by fun, I mean awful. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let me go ahead and delete these lines. Get rid of his eyebrow as much as I loved it. You don't need to see it. I'm going to apply a proper dwarf shirt. And some upper arms here. Let's see. You know, I'm looking at these dwarves here. And why are they all wearing patched and messed up shirts when they're diamond miners? Aren't they diamond miners? Am I crazy? I'm pretty sure they are. So why are they so poor? Are they slaves? What's up with that? So he's tipping his hat. Gotta have like the fingers doing that. Go ahead and add another layer for that in case I screw that up. Drawing Disney-esque fingers. There's only 3 of them. Shouldn't be too hard. Just gotta remember everybody in Disney usually wears gloves or they have weird fat fingers. That finger looks like it's going the wrong way. Let's try that again. These 2 look all right. This one kind of comes up like so. And then we got kind of a fat round Disney hand. And a little thumb while we're at it. Get kind of a little cleanup here. And we'll go ahead and add a sleeve. Try to match the style of the dwarves a little bit. I don't need to do too much of the arm because he's going to be in one of those portrait circles. I'm not sure what those are called. I guess a frame, technically. I'm not sure if I like this bit of flesh here, but we'll see. And a button right here. What is it? What else is it that neckbeards have? Don't they have like an accessory of some sort that I'm not thinking of? I think I need some advice from the peanut gallery. Let me go on Twitch and see if anybody's talking. Log in for this. I wonder if I can even broadcast while I'm not logged in. Pardon my sip. I need coffee. Oh, no, that's not mine. That's someone else's. All right, let's see what's going on here. Dashboard is what I want. There we go. Hey, there I am. I'm currently not playing Coffee and Hearthstone. I need to fix that. I am creative right now. I'm creative, and it is Disneyesque Illustration. Update. That's a little better. Now, hopefully, we're not confusing anyone with our old titles. Better. Okay. So, looks like I'm not streaming, but I thought I was. It says I'm offline, but I'm pretty sure I'm online. So anyways, we'll just pretend like it's working. Okay. So, looking at my lady guy. Looking at my dwarves. He looks a little dwarfy. I mean, he's got kind of that dwarfishness. And I don't mean like the actual little people dwarfs, but I mean like the Snow White dwarfs, which definitely is a different dealio. I'm going to go ahead and clean this all up a bit. I got cleaned up too. All right. Now I'm going to take this design and I'm going to move it into Illustrator, and then I'm going to outline everything I just did. And now it feels like I'm doubling my work, but I tell you what, it's going to be a lot better looking in general, because Illustrator can give me those clean lines that I love so much, and it'll have that Disney-esque effect as well. Because Photoshop, while awesome, doesn't have the smoothest lines. Now that might be me, that might be my Wacom pen, I don't know. I just realized not playing any music, so I think I'll pop some on while we're playing here. How about some fastball? Is that good? There we go. We'll wait for our Illustrator to load. We can listen to some fastball. This song always had a creepy Disney vibe to it too, so I think it's going to be helpful. Guess I'll go and see if anybody wants to join me and watch my stream. Maybe somebody does. Who knows? Hey, that's me. I should stop talking. Here we go. That's better. All right, we're finally loading up here. I think this is going so well and so quickly that I might actually just go ahead and try to knock out another one, because I had a second idea for a Rapunzel one, which would just be a girl lying in her bed, kind of upside down looking, and just her hair cascading out through the picture, and it would just like take over the whole shirt. I thought that would look kind of cool. Starting a new drawing. Should probably check my watch me work as well, make sure that I'm live there. See if anybody's talking. Hey, it's me. Let's make sure I'm functioning. I'm sorry, Illustrator's taking so long to load. It looks like I don't have a picture. Can you guys see me? I thought I was broadcasting. Let me check my thingy. I started the broadcast. Oh, I didn't share my screen. Oh, I hate this. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm now sharing my screen. Oh, goodness. Wow. I'm going to have a talk with you guys over at Watch Me Work, because as much as I love you, this system sucks. It really does. Like, I hate having to constantly, I don't know, maybe I'm just not good at setting up sessions, but I feel like something goes wrong every single session, and that's not cool. So I think I will have a chat with somebody and find out what I can do to make this process streamlined, so you're not just listening to my voice and not seeing anything at all, because that's just crappy. And I'm very sorry about that, everyone. All right. I know I shouldn't blame the system. I didn't hit start the broadcast or share screen or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like the whole Google Hangouts thing is very convoluted. But whatever. I'm blaming everyone but myself. It's really me. I'm stupid. I didn't hit the button. So my bad. Okay. Sorry. Sorry to everyone else, too, that's actually watching the stream without any problems. I don't mean to complain. Watch Me Work is a cool website, especially if you are a viewer who's interested in watching someone do their work in front of others, so you can get kind of an idea how to do it yourself, learn a little bit, add to the community of designers and artists around the world. It's good things, very good things. And we shouldn't let my own jaded inability to master technology change your opinion on that. That is faux show. Okay, shirts. Milady. Adding the art to the page. Here we are. Okay, here's our Milady guy. So, looking at him, he's kind of cool. Oh, what happened? It skipped my song. That's weird. What are we on? Joy Division. Well, I don't know. I do like that song. All right, I'll let it keep going. Alrighty, back to my reference. The dwarves. Now, it's more important now that I get it just right because it's the line style that is going to identify this as a Disney-esque animation. A big part of that is the very specific kind of nose these dwarves have. And that is like so. So basically, I'm just kind of re-outlining everything I just did. I'm going to pick an obnoxious color that stands out. Change my style of line work. And then I can go in and one of these. Now, I do like this function of, oh, that doesn't look good. Let's try it again. Should be selecting that one. Well, that's just terrible. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. What I was trying to say was this style of line, where it disappears into a fine point, is good, but it's not quite right. I think I'm going to do this one instead because I want it to disappear to the end, but not until you get to the end. And I also want better corners, so I might have to go in and just tweak those later. Okay. So here's our nosy. Now, are we happy with those eyes? Some of them have flat bottoms. Some of them have round bottoms. Most of them seem to have round. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it this way anyway. Go back to our pen tool. Give him... I'm going to try rounding it and then see what it looks like. I like to do when I'm feeling really lazy. If I don't like the angle, I just turn on the smoothing tool. And, oh, come on, Illustrator. I just go and tweak it until it looks better. It's kind of the lazy way to do it, but whatever. It works. Grab this line style. There we go. Very nice. Now, I'm going to duplicate this line, and then I can just kind of do one of these. Angle it slightly. And then I'm going to shrink it up just a bit because it's toward the back. And then I can just, oops, change my angles a little bit instead of redrawing it, because that way we know that it is similar in size and shape, like an eye should be. Cool. I'm also going to add some of those all-important accent lines under the eyes. I'm going to stretch this one out just a touch so I can give it kind of a little bit more of that cheek, which is mucho importante. I don't know what song this is, but I like it. Okay, this line looks like it needs the full, that one. Yeah, better. All right, what is this? John, oh, it's Primus. Oh, funny. Sorry, I've got it on like a random thing that Spotify chooses for me, so it's kind of like coming up with songs that it thinks I will like, and most of the time it's correct, but it's a little intrusive, so I'm going to go ahead and play Creativity Boost instead because it's a little less so. Bring that up even more. There we go. All right, we're looking good. I'm going to go ahead and save before I do anything else. I'm going to take a very quick break. Go get some more coffee. Say hello to my man biscuit. I'll let you guys listen to this cool song. Let's use that pink because it's cute. All right, cool. I'll be right back. Hello, I am back. I've got some chai tea. It's really a chai latte. I'm kind of cheating. But it's pretty tasty smelling. So once it's no longer lava, I can drink it and then get myself some energy. But in the meantime, I am still continuing to work on my dwarfy guy. I'm going to hide you at the bottom there. Might need you later. I'm going to lock my guide layer here just so that I don't accidentally scoot it around. All right, so grab that guy. I'm going to just kind of whip through this as quick as I can so I can continue and get some colors in there. I'm going to actually just bust out the pen as well so that I might more quickly do it. Because the pen tool is pretty good. I mean, it's not as precise as using, the pencil tool. It's not as precise as doing individual vertices with the pen, but you know, it is good to have a little swiftness because I am on a time crunch. That is the fun of the derby, is that it is fast fun. Now I'm going to go ahead and kill this. I'm going to bust out my pencil tool. It's got a pretty good smoothness factor on it right now. I'm going to go there and then that. And come over there. I can kind of embellish as I'm going if I feel like something needs a little more or a little less of a line. Now, I'm probably going to regret not mapping out my areas now, but whatever. By that, I mean my fill-ins. What I have done in the past, though, it's kind of fun, is I bust this back into Photoshop. And then I seal off all the areas, use the fill tool, bring it back in, keep my original lines on top, but then use the fill areas for color. So that's always an option. It's pretty quick, pretty precise, kind of quick and dirty. I like it. I like it quick and dirty. Get a little more curl on that eyebrow. Finger and finger. I knew that was going to happen. You can always deselect if you're going to touch. If you're going to touch pencil points, you got to deselect. Make sure that hand looks nice and fat. For anybody who's not familiar with the keyboard shortcuts, deselect is Control-Shift-A, as in Control, All, and then not all because of your shifty. So that's kind of a fun way to remember. Sleeve, sleeve. This is so much faster than doing it individually. It's probably not as precise, but whatever. Who's going to stop us, right? We are our own species of lazy artists. You know, sometimes doing it quick and dirty can actually make it come out better, because despite going and clean up, you can get smoother lines when your hand is moving quickly with the Wacom. Definitely adds to the whippiness of the lines. And I think that's a big part of Disney animation too, is that their lines are always so sure. And so like, yeah, I mean, they're clean lines. And Illustrator will give us that, but it takes a while. This song is kind of freaking me out a little bit. I don't know if I like the weirdness. Add a couple of lines of desperation just because I can. This cheek look a little fatter. Oops, sorry about that. I'll be right back. I have a phone call. Now, aren't we glad that I saved my BRB? I'm sorry to keep you guys waiting. I'm officially back. I hope you've been enjoying the music and staring at my creepy dude. I am enjoying as well. All right, so now I've got all these lines in here. I'm going to go ahead and grab them all, everything except for the ones that we've already done because we don't want to mess with those. Deselect those babies. Grab that. And that looks not too dang bad. Do one of those. All right, so it's not the exact quality of the Disney lines, but it's okay because we're going to tweak it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and unlock everything. For future reference, that's Alt. What was that? Alt Control 2. Okay, that's good to know. Got his actual eyes. My BRB dude's over there. Okay, here's this guy. See how much cleaner it looks, though? It's nice. So much cleaner. Like, there's a few little pieces that need to be adjusted, but in general, it's definitely cleaner. Get some eyes in there. Those can be perfect circles. That's not too weird. Really kind of hard to tell if you're not a professional circle watcher. That's a career, right? Okay, I'm going to change this to black just for some solidarity here. Get you some black lines. Get you some. That one I'm going to reverse as well just because it's a solid line. That's not bad. All right. We forgot our teeth, though. Go ahead and add some teeth. It's kind of funny looking. I like it. All right. There's our lady guy. Now we're going to save. I'm going to take a sip of my chai. Ooh, that ain't bad. Chai. All right. I'm going to copy all this. Open back up Photoshop. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my original Milady art. That way we can keep it all in the same file. And I'll pop it in here. We're going to now pixels because who cares? All right. And then just move it into place. You can kind of get an idea of the difference between the two. So check this out. I'm going to group all of this junk. So, illustrated. Group all this crap. Original. All right, so check this out. Original. Illustrated. Much different. Cool. All right, now comes the fun part. I'm going to add some color. And the reason I'm doing it back in Photoshop is because the fill tools in Photoshop are much better organized for this type of coloring that I'm about to do. So I am going to keep my original lines in Illustrator. And I'm going to tweak those too because they're looking a little rough just looking at the zoom in just now. But I'm going to go ahead and grab some colors from this original picture. So here's the picture of our friendly little dwarf looking dudes. That pink nose is kind of distinctive, so I'm going to borrow it. First thing I need to do, pull my color, grab a brush tool, make sure it's a good one. I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to call this layer pink. It's pinkish. And then looking at the way it works here, I'm just going to kind of do one of these. Fill in the rest of it. Oh, I hate that. Okay, make sure it's all layers. Very important. So, much easier than doing it in Illustrator. And then we'll bring it back into Illustrator and then smooth it out there with an image trace. That will also give us a finite selection of colors for layering purposes. Now, I kind of want to give him like Give him like little pink cheeks. So I think I'll do that, and then we'll see if we want to keep it or not. Might not. Might not keep it. We'll see. I kind of like it though. So then we have beige. Grab that beige color. Now we're going to seal off all entrances. Very important step. We got to identify the beginning and end of the beard. Very important, because that's going to kind of dictate a lot of this stuff. Sealed off that. Ears should be filled in. That's correct. Let's see what happens. Oh, perfect. I love it when it works on the first try. Hooray! All right. And then next up, we've got the neck portion. That's over here. Oh, nope. I missed one. Okay, hold on. Should have seen that. The wide gaping hole. Okay, there we go. He's kind of creepy looking. I love it. All right, now we're going to fill in the hat. We'll do some dark gray. Dark gray. We can make up our own color here since there aren't any dark grays in this animation. So let's just go to our palette here, make a dark gray, kind of brownish maybe, yeah. Okay. Fill in our holes. We'll clean those up later. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's already better than if we did it in Illustrator. That's good. Now let's look at the guy again, because I feel like his hat band might be a different color than the rest of his hat. Let's take a look. Where's my file? That's not him. Did I lose him? Where'd he go? Where'd you go, buddy? Come back. Maybe I did lose him. It's all right. I'll bring him back. Milady. There he is. Okay, it's pinstriped too, so that might make a difference. This is the guy for anybody who's interested. His eyebrows are moving. That's funny. Oh, I'm keeping that. That's cute. Okay. So let's see now. Pinstriped, slightly darker band. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill in the band as is. Maybe add a darker color. We might remove that later because we've only got so many colors to work with. So darker gray, you know, just to be scientific. Okay, I'm going to move these guys out of the way. I think they've served their purpose for the moment. Fill in our hand color once again. Fill in all of our holes. Very important. There we go. Fix that in just a mo. All right, what color shirt is he wearing? Black, of course, because it's very slimming. But we're going to go with that dark hat band color. Okay, good. Okay, just making sure I didn't fill that in when I didn't want to. All right, so hat band color. Fill you in. Cap some holes. Boo-boo. Okay, that's good. Define the beard edges. Important. There we go. Get one of these. Define the beard edge over here. I don't want to put lines, but I do want to define the edge, so it does get a little tricky sometimes. There we go. Very nice. Sometimes it gets a little rough. So I like to go around here. Kind of fill in some of that crud. That's better. I'm just filling a few more times is the trick. I'm going to use that lighter color for the collar over here. And the darker color once again for the inside of the collar. Now, I like how he's coming along. The question is, do we keep the white beard like the rest of the dwarves, or do we stick with a brownish beard because that is the original color? Let me confer with the peanut gallery. Be right back. All right, Peanut Gallery has conferred that we need to make some changes. So I'm going to finish what I have here and then tweak. Okay. Have a light brown color. Nothing too blonde, but kind of blonde. Let's go ahead and fill this guy in. Oop, nope, forgot about that. Okay, hold on. All right, now I'm going to tweak again. So I didn't want to do this, but it's going to be necessary. Cheek's a little bit fatter. And eliminate some of these lines because they're a little weird looking. Also still haven't decided if I'm keeping that pink or not. I kind of like it. I can look a little younger. I don't know. Ooh, that's better. That actually helps quite a bit. Okay, and I'm going to adjust just a bit. I'm going to bring that down so it's more of a neck beard, less of a beard. He's starting to look like Sam from Game of Thrones. The ultimate milady, isn't he? Oops. Except he was successful. He actually got. That is the difference. Oops. That's better. How did that happen? I definitely like this a bit better. Now I can get kind of stubbly. Because this guy is indeed stubbly. We also need to get some actual sideburn in there. So I'm going to go ahead and again. Get some hair in the right place. Overlap though, so I'm going to delete that line. And then we're going to add a couple lines here. These lines are canon because the dwarves all have eyelashes, or some of them do. So I can treat these stubble lines like eyelashes. So it's kind of a similar style. Whiskers, really. I can bring this beard in a bit more as kind of a goatee-esque under the lip here. Making that line up. For some reason, that downward curve never works. But, you know, you can't have it all. Sometimes you just got to do 100 lines until it looks right. That is the fate of Photoshop. I'm going to zoom in. Sometimes that helps too. Just trying to smooth it out just a touch. That squeaky noise, I don't know if you heard it, was my hand across the Wacom tablet. Apparently I need to moisturize. Or maybe like put some powder down or something, I don't know. Powder the Wacom tablet. Does anybody ever do that? I doubt it. All right, I definitely like this quite a bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and add a few of these. I don't want to stray too far from the Disney formula, but we got a little bit of carte blanche here because it definitely helps. Sometimes it's fun just to color and like not use the fill tool. It's a little cathartic. Just to go in and do it by hand, like the old days when you had a marker and paper and you couldn't make mistakes, or you. All right, let's take a look at them now. Definitely like it better. It sounds like I have a message. Let's see who's saying hello. Oh, hello, Jake HB. It's been a while. How you doing? I know I've been kind of MIA lately. I apologize for that. Oops. And a crazy couple of weeks. Partly because my derby has been kind of thrown off. They changed it so it was only one per week for a while. And that day was the day that I don't usually stream, so that kind of screwed me up. I'm pretty much back on schedule now, so welcome back. Trying to add some pretty clean lines here. Oh no, I think I'm in the wrong layer. No. Oh, you have, huh? What you been up to? Working on a video game? Let's see, get some gray up in there. I'm feeling pretty good about this guy. I'm about to bring him back into Illustrator so that I can and then I can add stuff. Oh, that's not good. You got to take a break, you know? You can't just like do all the work all the time. It's very important. I want to burn. I guess that's why you've been MIA, huh? Taking that break. Just right. Sometimes it takes a little Vision Tiny tool work. I feel like even with all of the careful layering I was doing earlier, I kind of screwed myself over. But it doesn't matter too much because I am going to be pretty much moving this back into Illustrator anyway. Yeah, it's easy to get addicted to work, especially when you love it. Love it, it's not so easy. Love it, it's like, ugh, work. But, you know, everybody gets to lead the awesome life of doing what they love every day until it breaks you. I'm gonna fix this one spot here. And we're almost done. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna save. Save. Kind of funny. Anytime my computer has any kind of hitch and it's like, you know, it freezes for just a moment, it's a reminder to save. Save your work. Don't let it crash. My video card's been kind of wonky lately too, and that's not helping. Oop, wrong layer. Story of my life. Fix that over there. A little funky. I can fix it in Illustrator, but it's not always as easy as doing it right here in Photoshop. Off we go. Clean you up over there. Get you. Nope. There's what I want. And then that's what I want. Okay, cool. I'm pretty good about this guy. I like him. I'm going to fill in this hole over here, though, because I feel like his shirt would kind of continue that way. So, yeah, we'll do that. Not super happy with this hand either. It's this line here. It makes it look skinnier than it should be. Oh, that helps. This one too probably doesn't even need to be there. It's simple, right? That's fair. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to save. Bring it back into Illustrator. I know you're probably getting tired of all this back and forth. But, you know, whatever. Oh, yeah, I hate it when stuff shuts off randomly. Especially when you're, like, right in the middle of it and everything feels like it's going well. And then it's like your whole world comes crashing down as your computer locks up and just like, what have I done to deserve this? That's not going to happen to us today because we save. Right? Save. All right, image chase. How many colors we got? We never counted our colors. We got light gray, that's 1. Dark gray, that's 2. Tan, that's 3. Pink, that's 4. Black, that's 5. White, that's 6. Brown, that's 7. Okay, we are 1 color over. But we will have a shirt color as well, so we can probably halftone everything that we need. So I'm going to share it here. Share. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and see. Pardon my drink. I've got some chai tea and it's delicious. What am I listening to? Sierrian Lavery. I don't know who that is. Kind of interesting voice, I guess. Okay, let's see. Did I miscount? Because that's 6 colors. Oh, I see what happened. They're using the dark gray as the black. That's interesting. Okay. Let's make it 7 anyway, and then we can always reduce it later because I want that black to stand out. I kind of like that dullish brown tone, though. It makes it look older than it is. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it. I don't know. Not sure. It still looks kind of cool. That gray kind of transitioned into a brownish color. Oh, this guy, this is Milady. He is the 8th dwarf. Snow White and the 7 dwarfs. And that will be illustrated in a moment when I put him into his little bubble. Just like so. Alright, there's no way of knowing that. Entirely stupid, but I love it. And that's usually an indication it's going to be a good shirt. Alright, so we expand you. Fill that white outside. Fill that white there. Cool. Alright, so now I'm going to, first I'm going to copy this oval and then pop it below, because I find that if I break an oval, I always want it back later, and I hate recreating ovals. I know that's my own personal problem, but whatever. Outline stroke U, pop in that eraser tool, erase the crap out of it. Kill. And I put you in behind. What happened? All right. All right, now I'm going to take that oval and grab the interior of it. Oh, it doesn't have one now. That's right. Okay, that's why I wanted the old oval, right? See, we're on track. Okay, so I grab that oval. Going to use it to clipping mask. No, I did it wrong. Okay, hold on. Clipping mask has to be on top, right? Okay, let's do it that way. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna take that. Just add a couple vertices. Add one there. Add one there. And then I move this over here. Move that over there. Now he has properly popped out of his bubble. Yay, okay, cool. Now what color shirt do I put him on? That is the ultimate question. Let's look at some Snow White art just for funsies. I'm thinking blue maybe. Yellow would also be nice. Black would be okay. Brown might, you know what? Let's do brown. Let's see what brown looks like. I'm gonna do it. Okay, we got a brown color. Brown might be just the way to go. I like it. Remember what I said about recreating ovals? Yeah, I never made a copy after I did the clipping mask. Now I feel like a dork. All right, I'll just recreate it because I'm a dumbass. Not too much to recreate. It's just, oh, what the hell is that? Maybe I could just do it this way. And I can just kind of do one of these. Bring it back to where it lives. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. Sorry. I'm okay. I will be all right. There. Much better. Okay, now we got our background color back. Why is it like not connected anymore? I gotta smooth this out a little bit. I usually like to keep my lines after I bring it in from Photoshop because it starts to look a little crunchy after you translate it back and forth. See what I mean? Just going to do one of these. You're cool. You're my buddy. Much better. Oh, look how pretty that is now. Babe. All right, I'm definitely going to have to do some half toning because I want some more colors. Give me a second while I bring my chair over. Standing loses its charm after a little while. All right, see how many colors we got now. I'll use that brown for the hat band. You know what? I think I am going to use black for the background, only for convenience of having that color. Because that's going to look pretty good in black. Also works because a neckbeard usually wears black because of slimming qualities. I'm just going to grab all these colors. Let's save as black. Okay, I want to go back. I know they say that you don't, but you never know. Fill and stroke. Pasty paste. Much better. Cool. And then I can do everything else as a halftone. Not sure I want that white background. Problem with the white background is on a shirt, it doesn't feel great because it's like a big fat white blob of ink. And it just feels so heavy and uncomfortable. And I like to consider that when I'm designing. Because, you know, nobody wants to have a big, nasty smudge of ink in the middle of their shirt. Makes you hot. Oh, I just realized something. The neck does not line up with the shoulder. I need to fix that because that looks terrible. He's just got a really weird hump. That's all. It's all right. We'll fix it. I'll do one of these. Do it the proper way. That's so funny. I love it when little stuff like that pops up and I'm like, what? How did that even happen? It happens a lot. More than you'd imagine anyway. Much better. Add that blob of brush right now. That worked out remarkably well. When does that ever happen? Much better. Cool. It looks like a real person and not like some kind of weirdo. All right. I decided if I want to do my own font or not yet. Okay, now for the outside text, I think I'm going to have it say the unknown eighth dwarf. That one I am definitely going to use a font because I don't want to write all that text. Make sure I'm doing this properly. Here we go. This music's getting weird again. Switchies. I want to hear that stupid church song again. But I'm going to listen to the version with, what he calls them, Postmodern Jukebox, because I like that. It's a good song. See what happens if I make the background pink. I don't know if I like it, but it's funny. Leave it for the moment. It's pretty funny. A good font. Something kind of calligraphy-y. Too much. I don't know why I like this song so much. I think it's the weirdo lyrics. It's pretty good for the bottom one, but it might be a bit much for all that text on top. I need to get like a lighter Gothic style. There we go. That's a good one. All right, now I'm going to grab my oval once again. See, always need the oval. Always. Obnoxious. And grab one more actually. And then cut you. Might type on a path tool. Pop it onto that path. And it went all the way down there because it's never on the side that you want it to be on. Move you up here. There we go. Push you up there. And then put a lady on the bottom. Watch, it puts it on the wrong side now. Type on a path. On that one. Okay, hold on. Let me lock. Locking is an excellent tool. Get stuff out of the way when it's mucking up your world. Yeah, see, now it puts it up top. Figures. Now this time I got to put it inside, but there's a feature that I forgot existed until just now because it's like kind of annoying to find. I don't remember exactly how, but you can actually push the text down without altering the kerning, which is such a bitch. So let's see if I can find that. If anybody in the world knows how to do that, could you just like give me a shout out and remind me of how that works? It's like in the menu, but not really. Like, oh, wait. There it is. That's it. That's it. Cool. Haha. Suckers. Cool. I'm going to shrink up the circle a little bit, I think. Or, you know what? I'm not going to shrink it. I'm just going to move my lady up into here. And I'm going to make a big banner for behind it. Let me see if there's a specific banner style that Snow White uses. And then I can copy that. Well, not copy it, but you know what I mean. Duplicate the style. And I can do Snow White stuff all the way from there. Look at the queen for a moment and just enjoy this. She's spooky. Got little animals. I should put some little animals in there. Okay, maybe not. That's too much work. I don't have much time left. Ooh, this is good. Okay, this is what I need right here. There's some scroll work going around. That's the stuff I need. Let's play another version of this song. No, that's too much. All right, how about some 80s music? Perfect. Let me turn it down a little bit. Sorry about that. Snow White cover is what I need. There we go. Okay, so I need a big one so I can look at the, that'll work. All right, so there's like a nice looking border with some swirlies going around. I could do that. That's cool. And like some woods in the background, also fun. Maybe I can play with that a little bit. But I don't see any scroll work. Or I'm sorry, I don't see any banners. So I guess we'll just have to make one up and try to make it consistent with the style. Before I do anything else, it's time to save. Make you bigger. Nice. I like that M. It's funny looking. All right, I'm going to do this the easy way where I just kind of make a box and give it some color. And then I like the salmon color is just like taking over my picture. I might have to kill it and find something else. Let's see, we're gonna bend it like Beckham. And that'll be an arch. I'm gonna try an arch instead of an arc this time. Give it the right look. Where's my dings coming from? Derp, derp, derp. Where'd it go? Where's my watch me work page? I hate it when I lose tabs. They get all over the place. Oh, there you are. Who's talking? Who's that? Who's there? Oh. Okay, you have a good one, Jake. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate your presence and support, as always. You're a good guy. Or girl, as the internet dictates. You could be either, despite the name Jake. It's also a famous dog on Adventure Time. So, okay, well, either way, have fun. Thank you. Bye. I'm staying here, though. Got a little more work to do. And you jerks get to watch. Thus the name Watch Me Work. Pushing this into the right spot. Give it that color. I want some blue in there. I don't know. I might change the background to blue. Because I like the Snow White blue that seems to be everywhere. I don't know. Definitely gonna do that scroll work though, because that's cool. I'm just gonna do it by hand real quick. Okay, let's grab a brush. Let's get a variable brush so we can make it cool. Get our vary brush, much better. Zoom in over here. Now watch closely because this is gonna be fun. Let's start here, big and fat, move it in there. Oops. All right, start over. Do better than that. Much better. Gonna change it up a little bit because we don't want Disney to come crashing down on us. In fact, just the fact that I used the word Disney in my title might have sent the Disney police over here to come get me. So if you don't see me or hear me and my voice cuts off and I disappear, then you'll know what happened. I'm in Disney jail. I should stop saying it. I'm probably just making it worse for myself. Nobody wants to go to Disney jail. Okay, I kind of like that scroll work. It's kind of fun. Might thin that a little bit though. Let's see. Review. I'm going to try bumping it down to 0.75. Yeah, I like that better. I'm going to copy all my colors into a folder. We'll have some handy dandy swatches. There we go. That's kind of cute. All right, copy you. Object transform. Reflect you. Pop you over there. There we go. You're down the bottom there. I think I'm going to put some roses on either side because it'll be funny. Or maybe an apple and a rose. Or just apples. There's Snow White, right? Let's do apples. I'm going to have to add another color, though. Well, I could use that pink. Yeah, I'll use the red. I'll use red, and then I'll make that pink halftone of red. That should be fine. Let's do a big fat apple over here. The milady likes apples, does she not? I think the milady does. That's what I'm not going to cheat. I'm actually going to just draw a secondary apple because I want it to look a little different. Who cares if the bottom is funky because it's underneath anyway. I guess it kind of matters because if I want to use it later, I can move it. The bottom needs to be consistent with the shape. Just erase that. And my blobby tool. Blob tool's a little buggy, but sometimes it's great. Like right now when I just want to kind of fill in an area. And just copy and put those two together. Give them a little Pathfinder love. Pop it in behind. Cool. And then I can go and be like this color, and I want it like there. And then up in there. And do it like this. And we got our little, this guy. Got up there. Nice looking apples, if I do say so myself. Do some leaves around. Like some big weird looking leaves in the show / movie. Kind of fun just drawing like random stuff to use for this. I like it. I don't even care if the colors are weird because they'll be subtle. I'm going to kind of take it down a notch and move these into the background. I don't know if I like it being too ragged. And she's still a princess after all. I don't like this yet, but oh well. It's going to get there. This in the right spot. I forgot to unlock that other guy. And knock him down a little bit. There we go. Make sure you're up top. I redo that scroll work. I'm not liking it the more I stare at it. We can do something about these colors too. I don't like the pink in the background. I'm thinking maybe no background. Mayhaps. I also might put it on a blue shirt, so let's see how that might look. First I save, grab our blue. It's a process, you know, it's ongoing. Ooh, maybe on baby blue. I'm wearing a baby blue shirt, it's pretty nice. I don't know, let's see how it looks on royal blue. Ooh, I like that. I like it on royal blue. Yeah, let's stick with that. And then I'll make this scroll work royal blue, and then it'll help kind of take it down a notch. And then this background thing, you can be a little lighter or darker. I don't like the scroll work now. Funny how that happens, you know? You can fall out of love with design. I'm definitely not in love with this pink color anymore. I like taking the background out entirely, just have them kind of floating there. Add an outline to the apples. What the heck brush was attached to that? I have a touch calligraphy brush, that's funny. Because I didn't actually touch it. So that's why it's so thick and weird. Alright, now we change my lady background to black, maybe? Brown. Dark gray. White. I don't know, man. I can't decide. I guess tan. I'm gonna kill that. Going to give it a bit moreness. I don't know. The whole ribbon thing feels so overdone. But what else do you do around there, you know? I guess there's always like filigree and stuff, but that can also get kind of onerous. It's not too bad, I guess. Just gotta change up my leaves though. You know what? I kind of like that. Let's see how that looks together. It darkens things up a little bit, but in a good way. All right, let's go ahead and copy this. Yeah, I like it. Make the leaves different on both sides just to add some variance. You don't want everything to look like it's been copied and pasted. Important. Not sure I like the blue now. Thinking about it. I'm gonna like it, but I don't know that it's what I need. The devil. Adding a weird leaf in there just for posterity. I like it. It feels very autumny though. Is that what we want? Do we want autumny? I don't know. I might just change up all the colors. Definitely not fond of it right now. I definitely don't like the scroll work. I'm going to redo that. At least the upper part. The upper part doesn't seem to fit. Yeah, that's not too bad. What I might just do is make this a darker blue. And that way it'll be like a halftone. It's not too bad, I guess. No, this isn't too bad. I'm starting to like it again. Yeah, that definitely helps. I think everything needs to have an outline or nothing does though. Or if not an outline, then at least some kind of definitive edge, whether a shadow or something. I feel like that black is too harsh though. I liked the rustic look of the other color. It's definitely too much brown too. I like the red though. The red touches are kind of nice. All right. Let's see what I can do to make this better. Make this guy thicker. Did I mention that already? Well, I do. It's kind of cool. Look how it shifted it left and right. Really shouldn't have. Like the sides are too fat now. Am I crazy? Yeah, they totally are. There we go. Alrighty, let's save before I do anything else. Thinking about it, it might be okay not to outline some of this because while the characters are outlined in Disney movies, the backgrounds seem to be watercolory almost. They're very like detailed and painted looking. Like just looking at this, she's outlined. Not everything in the background is, so it's kind of okay. In that case, I'm going to make the outline on the apples brown instead. Yeah, that helps a little. All right. I need to brighten the whole thing up a little bit. Ooh, definitely not with that. Or that. Maybe that. Not that. Get rid of that stupid line in the middle there. Don't need that. Need to kill that though. Cool. That helps a little. Fix this guy too. Get rid of these little bits that don't need to be there. Lobby brush this guy out a little. Just a little cleanup work. It's very important. Gotta make it look cut, fit, and finished. Where's my blobby brush? There's blobby. There we go. Beautiful. Not sure about that scroll work though. Maybe the lighter brown. Ooh, yeah, that looks better. Why didn't I think of that? Why go dark when you can go light? Cool. Okay. So in that case, let's go ahead and do some more scrollies. Our proper brush back. Get our little brushy on. Why are you filling? Keep it simple toward the top there. Yeah, I like that. KISS. Copy first. You know, I reflect pretty often. I probably should just bind it to a shortcut already. It would be useful. There we go. Bring the opacity down this just a touch. Yeah, I like that. It's a little more subtle. All right, now what to do about these leaves. I don't want them to be too autumny, but I don't want them to be green either because there's no green anywhere else in this. Let's see how many colors we're working with now because I might need to cut these down as well. Oops. Unlock all, thank you. Not including blue. Yeah, let's go ahead and include blue. We'll cut it later. Colors. All right, we got way too many colors. That's right, we're going to kill some. So let's start doing that. All right, we got a lot of dark brown here. It looks like when we change it to black. Don't like it. Let's see what happens when we change black to dark brown. I've already kind of seen it, but I want to see it again. Definitely like that better. It still has the outline look. I think it's an acceptable change. It's acceptable. But you know what? I'm going to save as anyway. So it does blue. Bloob. I'm keeping that because it's funny. It's a little more older looking because of the rustic color of the brown. So I think it works. I'm going to call it a win. All right. So let's make sure we don't have any more black anywhere else. And I get all that. Oh, oops. No, I did my outlining. Okay. I didn't outline everything too. Outlines. Thank you. Good job. Select the same fill color. There should only be fill colors now. Here we go. Now we're catching up here. Save you. Always save. I might do some spooky trees behind them too, because that would be funny. And it would be in line with the whole theme. I think I'm going to need to pop that in behind the oval again. That works. I don't really need that anymore. Let's move that up a touch. There we go. Starting to come together. I'm feeling it. Feeling pretty good. So let us move our leaves over a little so they're more visible. Move you down. Missing a lot of my leaves. Let me just lock this stuff so I can grab it. Nope. A few for show. And do that. Bleh. Let me try it again. Let's do this. Like that. Ah, there. Now I got my leaves. I'm gonna group those things. Oop, grab the stem too. Oops. All right, I'll move the stem back. Die, stem. And be reborn. Okay. That's better. Be back. Save, save, save. All right, I think we're getting close to done here. A couple more minor tweaks. Possibly the addition of some cool trees in the background. This shouldn't take terribly long. I'm going to go ahead and unlock everything. Save you. I'm going to tweak the colors on these leaves here. See how many colors we're working with. Once again, we are limited to 6, so we need to keep that consistent. Muy importante. Grab all this. Groupies. All right, we knocked down a color. We're moving along. Now we got 2 grays here. I don't remember if one is dark and okay, now these are the 2 grays. So we don't necessarily need 2 grays because we're going to half tone it. So that being said, I select all the grays, cut them, bring them back to life, group them, copy again, change them to white. Nope, not the, okay. Change them to white, paste again, change this to the darker gray, and then bump down the opacity. And thus we have created the halftone. Looks just like the other gray mostly, except the only difference is that it is not. Put it at 90 anyway. Cool. So now what we've done is we've created a color on top of white that is slightly less opaque, so it's showing through a little bit of the white. So see if you move this, you can see the white in behind. It's kind of a good visualization of how that works. And then with that, we have knocked out another color. Let's verify. Create another group of colors. Yeah. And there we go, knocked out another color. So we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors. Knock out the blue because that's shirt color. We're down to 6. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think we get one more color because we can do the same half toning with this pink as we discussed earlier. That's the only pink here. So let's just copy you, change you to white, copy on top, change you to red, and then bump it all the way down as far as we go. We have pink. I'm an ugly pink. So is the so are the Snow White dwarves. They're so, these noses, they're just gross. It's just like they're all drunk all the time. Big pink noses. You know what? We could even add another halftone if we want to be jerks. Go ahead and do that. I'm gonna add this color as a halftone. Not that one. This one, and then bring that way down to like 20. And then yeah, it takes away some of the pinkness and makes it a little more of the original one that we chose. In fact, let me do it up one more. Like 30. How about 25? Split the difference. Yeah, that's better. And actually, I'm going to go ahead inside here and copy these guys, kill them, bring these guys into their own group. Make that a little less opaque, even so. And then bring you down another 5. That looks, that's a little better. All right. Do we want to pinstripe the hat? I don't know. I don't like that. Another button. Or with just one. Another button while we're at it. Just gonna draw one in here. Better. Put that into the clipping mask so that it doesn't overwrite. Oh, beautiful. Extra button helps. All right. Now, one more color since we're officially down to 5, I believe. What color do we want to use? Oh, we still got pink there. Find the culprit and kill it. Aha, it's just little bits. Fine, we can kill that. That's better. All right. And for anybody not paying attention here, you can see on the swatches here that there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors there in the swatches. I'm going to go ahead and kill all these old groups because they are filling up. All right, so we're down to 5 colors. We've got one more color to work with. I've got some leaves here. I guess I'm going to go ahead and make them green. I might as well add a little extra color to this because then it's going to brighten it up a bit. So let's go ahead, make them green, see how we feel about it. Grab that green. It's a little too green. Let's try a brownish green. Brownie green, brownie green. Maybe like that. Like an olivey color. I don't know if I like that. Play with it some more. A little bit brighter. Yeah, that's better. The song is kind of perfect for what I'm doing. That's hilarious. Just realized what was playing. That's so funny. Okay, I'm going to make these white. Then I'm going to halftone them to this dark color so that they just kind of look a little like gray. We're going crazy with halftones anyway. Who's going to stop us, right? Ain't nobody going to stop us. Having a good time. Rickroll. Okay, saving. Make this whole thing a little smaller so I can see if I want to add some trees. Make sure everything's outlined properly. Okay, save. I'm going to actually make a copy of this whole thing and just kind of hide it. Put it over here. Group again. And that way I can rasterize this text here and then work with actual text instead of, or I'm sorry, work with shape instead of text. So create outlines, and same with my lady. I don't have to worry about those stupid circles bugging me too, those guide layers. What am I doing? What am I doing? Type, create outlines. There we go. Make him a little bigger, maybe. We have headroom. All right. Let's put some spooky trees in the background, just for funsies. It would be helpful if I actually use a color that I'm working with here. Probably going to shrink these up, but just for fun, I'm going to make them big right now. Because we can always shrink them. Spooky trees. I love drawing spooky trees while listening to Rick Astley's. All right, select the same filling color. Let's see what I can do with this fun stuff. Copy. Paste. Object transform. Reflect. See, I've done this like 9 times. It's time to automate it. Not the rule. It's like if you do it too many times. I don't remember the exact number that you're supposed to use as your threshold, but definitely important to remember that you should only do so many actions so many times before you are wasting your money. The leaves might be, or the trees might be a little much. I have not decided yet. All right, where's my damn Twitch window? I thought I heard a dong. I'm not even sure that Twitch uses the dong. Too many windows. Too many windows. I don't know where anything is anymore. I don't know if I like the trees. I think they're just kind of frivolous at this point. Maybe it's the way I drew them that I don't like. I just don't know. All right, well, either way, I think I'm going to finish up for the day. I think we're pretty much done with this guy. And I'm pretty happy with the results. Hope everyone likes him. be able to vote for him on woot.com/derby. Sorry, that's shirt.woot.com/derby. You can come and vote if you have purchased anything through Woot before. If you like it, vote for it, please. Voting gets it moved up into the ranks, and then eventually it'll get printed, assuming everyone likes it. So thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. I apologize for the technical errors I had earlier on, but we'll get it figured out one of these days. And that's it for me. So have a great day. Bye-bye. All right, here's one on dark color. I don't like it on black.
Yeah.
Here's on blue.
Yeah, you can't do black. Well, you shouldn't do black because it's the color the person that we're trying to make fun of would likely wear.
Right, exactly.
Are you going to change the background of his area, his background?
I wasn't planning on it, but I can. I liked it in blue with the back. Just ring around and
No.
We need a more.
Looks pretty good in blue.
Alternatively, red,
What were the colors that the
green,
dwarves wore? If anything specific?
browns, and reds.
So maybe a red.